When I was getting ready to move from Charlotte to Indianapolis, which full disclosure should have started as a city proof of concept or a city POC, not a permanent move, which I'll talk about a lot later in a future episode, I had pages and pages of notes about what I wanted. I wanted a walkable neighborhood, a specialty coffee shop within a mile that I could walk to. I wanted a Pilates studio close by. I wanted access to trails. I have never run or ridden a bike on a trail in my life, but I so wanted to be close to one. I do like to walk a lot, so I was like, it'd be really cool to walk around the water because that makes me feel so balanced. And I wanted a creative community because I wanted to start a podcast, right? I wanted good healthcare because I had Crohn's disease and I needed specialists who lean holistic. I'm in remission now, but let me tell you, it is harder to find a holistic gastroenterologist than you think. And I learned that the hard way in Bloomington when my new doctor laughed at me for asking. But all those notes were scattered, like somewhere in my phone, somewhere in a journal, some on a random sticky note. And it wasn't until I sat down and looked for patterns that everything clicked. The same words kept coming up over and over again. It was community, health, creativity, walkability, and those became my anchors. And those anchors made every decision easier. That is what we're going to do today, is we're going to figure out what those anchors are. So welcome back to Moving for Smarties. I'm Mariette Frey, and this is episode 3 of the Dreams playlist. If you have not watched episodes 1 and 2 yet, go back and do those first. Today builds directly on the notes and the visualization that you've already completed. And if this is your first video, head to Dreams Part 1 playlist and start all the way from the beginning, like what that Dreams Part 1 actually means. By now, you've done 2 things. You've written down your raw, unfiltered ideas about your dream, and you walked through a guided visualization or a meditation and captured specific details about future you. Your notebook probably looks like beautiful chaos right now, just words everywhere on a page like alphabet soup. And that is exactly what it should look like. So today, we're going to organize what you've written into patterns, looking for the anchors in all that noise. So we'll use those patterns to start building your future you avatar. And here's why this matters. Raw notes are so powerful, but when you start looking for themes, you'll notice the same ideas showing up over and over again. And that repetition, that's your subconscious waving a big red flag saying, pay attention to here, right? Really, it's probably a green flag, and you'll probably see some red flags as well. But I want you to open up your notebook and flip to the Dreams page and grab a highlighter or a different colored pen, or I have for some reason, a million different markers everywhere. But start scanning everything you wrote for anything that repeats. Words, images, feelings, themes. You might have been writing about nature a lot, or finding financial freedom, or being debt-free. Or you could have been writing about a community of people that you feel comfortable around, or finding your new bestie or your life partner or your husband or wife or whatever. Maybe certain things popped up several times, like settings, right? Like a city skyline, a cozy home office, a beach at sunset. Those repetitions are not random. So circle or highlight the top 3 themes that make you think, yeah, that's definitely what I want. It's got to have something in there. And then make those themes your anchors. So it's probably best to have 3 to 5 to start. So now let's turn those anchors into something you can actually use. I want you to write one paragraph that starts with these 5 words while I grab a sip of my apple juice because I'm, my mouth is going crazy. Okay, I was just buying you time to actually get your notebook. 5 words I want you to write down. Future me is a person who. Holy cow, I think that's 6. Sorry about that, but at least that probably gave you time instead of you having to go back 15 seconds. Okay, I'll let you write that down if you didn't. Future me is a person who, okay? ... I swear to God, it's not beer. I hate beer. It is apple juice. Include your 3 anchors. And then add 2 small details. One about how your mornings start and one about how your evenings end. Now, when I did this exercise, here's what I wrote for myself, and this is what I strive for every day. Future me is a person who lives in a creative, walkable community that prioritizes health and holistic wellness. Mornings start with a cup of Intelligentsia coffee, it's my favorite, daily devotionals from the Bible app, and a 3-mile walk down to the lake by my house. Early evenings start with a Pilates class. I come home and I'm cooking a healthy and nutritious dinner. Afterwards, I do a sweep of the house so I wake up with a clean house every single morning. And when I get into bed early, my night ends with a few episodes of the Bible recap, making me feel tremendously peaceful as I fall asleep because for some reason the Bible always puts me to sleep. See how specific that was? Now, notice what it does not include. It doesn't include a specific city yet. It doesn't include how I'm organizing my day or a salary number. It does not include how I get there. That all comes later in the framework. Right now, your future avatar is a filter. When you are eventually looking at neighborhoods or jobs or communities, you hold them up against the paragraph and ask, does this fit the person I'm becoming? If one of your anchors is community, you're not gonna waste your time looking at an isolated house 30 minutes from the nearest coffee shop, right? That doesn't make sense. But if one of your anchors is health, you're gonna prioritize a neighborhood with a gym or a studio, maybe even that has a farmer's market weekly or, every summer. The avatar does the decision making for you. And here's a bonus tip. Find an image. Sometimes I like to take them from magazines. So I'll go to the store and I'll buy a bunch of magazines, or you can make it on Pinterest. My brother is a photographer, graphic artist, and he, made his own collage. And ironically, he was with a woman in this because he wanted to find his partner, and she looks just like his current girlfriend. Like, crazy, right? Anywhere that feels like that avatar, take some pictures, cut them up, or you can do it in AI, like I talked about in the last episode, but tape it into your notebook, right? So print it out. Better yet, take that paragraph and just create like a visual future you somehow, whether it's from magazine clippings, an action board, Pinterest, or AI. But make it really, really real. I have clients who put this on their phone, like on the lock screen, and they tell me it changes the way they move through their day because every time they look at it, they're like, oh, that's future me. Am I doing the things that future me does, right? So one last thing before you go. I want you to ask yourself, how long have these themes been around? For some of you, the answer is gonna be 20 years, like forever, right? You've been craving community, creativity, adventure, for years and haven't given yourself permission to name it, and that's okay. The fact that you're meaning to be here now and actually naming it is what matters. So finally naming all these dreams gives you data, and with that data, we can make decisions because named themes become actionable plans. So press pause, find your 3 anchors, and then write your future me paragraph. I will put it in the description so you have kind of the lead off, but I will see you in the next episode where we're gonna get really real about my own divine detours, how a dream of being an actress led me to Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Below Deck Mediterranean. I've been on all of those, and eventually right here talking to you.
You wanna come say hi? You wanna come say hi to everybody? Yeah, you do? Okay, good boy. Good boy. I know, it's so weird. I don't love it. I don't love it. I know.
Okay, ready? We're gonna just try this once. You ready? You wanna help me?
You wanna help me? Okay, come here. Come up here.
Okay, good boy. Okay. I know.
You wanna say hi too? You do? Okay. This is my friend Cooper. Yeah. Okay, sit down. Sit down.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're exploring a move or just want to feel more grounded while you figure out what's next. Join us inside the Smart Move Society. The link to the free community is in the description, or you can go to movingforsmarties.com. It's where we go deeper with planning tools, meeting new people in different communities, and have real conversations about finding a place that fits who you're becoming. So, onward, moving smarty. I'll see you in the next episode.
Come on, Coop.
He's so cute.